I am sure you have watched an episode of Peppa Pig because the creators of these animations were inspired by my terrifying story, and you will never look at it in the same way again. Hello, I am Peppa Smith. My story began about 15 years ago. My friend Mark, who was my neighbor, and I lived on a small farm in a village in England. My family, the Smiths, was in the pig farming business, but due to losing too many piglets, the business was slowly declining. My family consisted only of my father John Smith and me. In reality, I also have a mother, but I haven't seen her for a long time. She lives in prison because she threatened my father when I was very young. Mark is my only friend, and he likes to accompany me to see my little pigs and feed them. We even had our favorite pigs, a small pig family. The boar was large and obese, and due to an infection, one eye was a bit blind. The sow only gave birth to 2 piglets. In fact, one sounded like a fierce dinosaur, and the other piglet was a normal one but too large for its age. There might have been some mutation in the mother pig's belly, but in any case, it was different from the others, and Mark and I liked it that we enjoyed drawing on the barn wall with chalk. One day, he saw my drawing and was deeply moved. I happily called my father to see the drawing on the barn wall, but he didn't like it. He shouted at me, telling me not to develop feelings for the pigs because he knew their fate. In fact, the meat grinder had just been fixed, and he was ready to start it to continue production. I felt very disheartened, but when he forced me to erase that drawing, he told me that my favorite pig family would be the first to go through the meat grinder because they were diseased. I couldn't help but cry and ran to find Mark. My father stood in the middle, forcing me to help him start the meat grinder. From that moment, I was no longer the same girl, and something evil, terrifying, and dreadful was about to happen. Besides, you still don't know how they were inspired by my story. If you want to know the ending, don't miss the next part.